Alright. Angled so that the doors keep, like, opening in front of my camera. Oops. Alright. Make sure that things don't dip too high on the CPU. Alright, I'm gonna start it. You may want to switch to a class that can actually take the quest.
I can pick it up with this, I just can't turn it in.
Very crackly.
Sorry.
I mean, no, it's not your fault. That seems better. Try saying more.
More.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
Excellent.
Are you ready? I'm gonna eat some food just to get it out of my inventory, honestly. Ugh, come on, do the thing. You kidding me? Yeah, interesting. Wait for the lift. What? Didn't go. It's mocking me. Ooh. Stupid no-fly zone. I love how we just unlocked flying, basically, and then it's like, oh, but you can't fly in here, smiley face.
That is on par with what normally I'm expecting.
Yeah. Holy shit, it just goes down. Whoa. That's cool. These motherfuckers have a fucking Heidelin elevator. Yeah. I think that's better. Are one and the same. That's wild. Like some sort of a wave harmonic thing. Whoop. Ever fainter. The Ischoscope. Wonder what what that means. Damn. That's interesting. I mean, I've been there before. It's NBD. Sounds fun. He's like, I wish I could keep my children safe. Ocular lens. Oh. Oh, guidance from above. Interesting. Oh. Oh. That's insane. It's also very weird. Familiar with the composition of your souls? Ishtola? Or I guess Cryo. Probably Cryo. Very likely Cryo. Okay. Time for you to start doing push-ups, Cryo. Sure. Aside from you letting Heidelin ride you a few times recently, I find you generally trustworthy. Okay, yeah. That's highly trustworthy on the whole. Another little story reference. There, where stars and souls rest, find your truth. a final resting place, but we keep coming back. I'm gonna laugh and laugh and laugh if this removes some memory blocks from someone in the party. Ooh, you're saying we might encounter them. Strong sentiment. Oh, right. So it's time for me to have my heart torn out. Got it. It's a very fancy elevator. That looks so Maritime. What a name. Well, it was quick. She's almost there. Aha. Oh, yeah, that could be an issue. I mean, weren't we having... It was distance plus ether density in Praetorian, but yeah, it can cause issues. I mean, you're not wrong. But what if? I think this is going to be a very interesting dungeon. Yeah, okay, yeah, oh, okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, a very fair point. I mean, just look at the Alchemist quest, look at, what's his name? Good man. It's a good view. Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking about the ones that get transformed to beasts. And I was thinking, like, I really, like I was saying back at the time, I feel like it can't just disappear. Like, they just don't evaporate. Like, that energy has to go somewhere. And then after the 87 dungeon and finding out, oh, we'll gather hatred and suffering or whatever. I forget her exact words, but what Medion said about there we'll collect sorrow and suffering or whatever it was. I think the souls are getting transformed fully into Dynamis, and instead of evaporating or disappearing, simply being unseen as they are gathered unto her, instead of unto Heidelin. That's my guess at this point. At the time when they're disappointing, it's like, but conservation of energy, and I really do think they generally follow physical laws. So yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna smooch him.
Sounds like the underworld, you called that one?
I mean, at this point it seemed fairly obvious. Well, and we've seen this other thing.
Why the underworld? Where? I mean, you called that. I had no idea that that was even on the table, I guess.
It's mentioned in one of the short stories. I don't think you've had a chance to read those, but they actually say that the live stream is also called the Underworld. And there's been a lot of hints and stuff, and also some wishful thinking on top of that.
So the live stream is the Underworld? Where everyone's souls go? I guess that makes sense.
Well, okay, so it's weird, actually. In the time of the Ancients, because this particular short story was set before the Sundering, they didn't call it the live stream, they called it the Underworld. When you died, you went there. Maybe we came back, we don't know, it's unclear. But now we definitely come back. And the way it behaves is very differently. Same thing, different service, I guess? I don't know. We may learn a lot more, too, so... This will probably be a lore dump, among other things.
So now we're getting into the 90 stuff? Or no, 80...
Yeah, this will be the 89 dungeon.
Okay, this will be 89.
Yeah, we haven't quite made it to the final area. We don't even know what it is yet. But we'll probably find it fairly shortly after this, probably.
Etiasco. Okay, so we have a dungeon
here. Yeah. Alright. You will definitely need to be something other than 84. I was taking screenshots before, don't judge me. Are you ready to brave the Aetioscope? I need to learn how to pronounce that. Alright, I'll queue us up. Well, that didn't take long. Wow, that looks funky. What do we got? Whoa. Yeah. That looks... What a... Oh, they're like some sort of domiciles.
This looks similar to the other one.
Kinda does, yeah.
What was the last one we did? What was it? Oh, it was in the Ancient's place.
Yeah, it was in, Elpis. It was Catesis, Hyperboreus, I believe.
Did the Charlians build this, or did they find this?
As far as we know, they built it. To all indications, they built it. But, they definitely,
All seems in order with the lens,
you know,
and I trust you
they
to
took
hear
some
me.
inspiration. Well, that's not creepy.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
This music has some interesting leitmotifs. I'm having trouble picking out exactly what they are, but I just recognized something. Oh, come on.
Two enemies is...
Pathetic. Although they do hit pretty hard, as I discovered by pulling one by accident.
Yeah, don't pull them up.
Noted. Sitting here like, is the healer gonna save me, or...
Don't worry, I'm a tank. I'll save you.
You're the best. Yeah, the symbol here locking this up is very Charlian looking. Oh, it got shiny. Sinking is interesting. I think that maybe implies that they're slowly falling into the ethereal sea, maybe breaking apart, but not quite yet. Interesting. It reminds me a lot. Holy shit, this reminds me so much of Sin Eater names. Instead of, you know, Forgiven, it's Sinking. Like, Forgiven Cynicism, Forgiven Rivalry, but instead it's Sinking. Oh, a bright one. That must be a friend? Question mark? Hey, that's a familiar face. I bet it'll tear us limb from limb. Oh no. Well, welcome back.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to talk to somebody else, but I accidentally hit the button. Just confusing my poor sister. In a rush of familiar weapon. The memory of... Oh, sad face.
Hmm?
That's Louis Soir. The broken staff.
Ah.
I mean, I assume. Oh, a big boy. Oh my, she got a glow up?
Which one is she?
End of, Castermuriam. The, one that's like, well, you cannot have him, about Gaius.
Oh.
This music is banging. Still not over the boss music. Positionals. I'm waiting for those to come back. Yeah. I remember Innocence. Odi et amo. Hatred and love. Got the sneezes. Jeez, finally. I was like stuck in limbo there for like half a minute. But yeah, the boss music is just so good. So good. Like the when they added the rock version in Shadowbringers, it's the same thing. Never be tired of it. So we want to be like over here. Ooh. It's barely in that. That's cool. I knew it was there. I just misaligned.
That one, well, 2 volts in 1 hit.
Yeah, I'm upset because, like, I knew where it was. I was trying to be out of it. I just messed up.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, it did 2 mechanics at once that it had only done separately before.
I got hit by both.
Yeah. No, I also got hit by 2. When it does it, there's 2 of them that go over top each other. The AoEs are doubled. Like, the fun has been doubled. If anyone gets that one. Finish her. She's got something on her forehead.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
Amy. Oh.
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Oops. It's too dense.
Well, I'm nice and dense, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get along nicely.
What could possibly go wrong?
A lot of things.
What, really? Familiar affection, a valiant Archon takes form. I can't see the form of the Archon. Aha. You know that one, I'm sure.
Which one?
Oh, horse chiffons, sword and shield. Ooh, almost went too close. Good time to get out of there anyway. Suddenly AoEs. So this is dropping. Oh no, it's because we're in early chests. Eh. Excuse me. Something from Heavensward, perhaps? Oh no, it's another Garlean, interestingly. I wonder what it is specifically about Ritatin and Livia that makes them so coherent in the livestream. I swear to Zodiark, if my freaking... all the Garleans... Ha! Oh yeah, give me the case Westwind sex. I mean, what? This is actually a really fucking badass looking boss. The like ethereal shields, holy shit.
It's like Halo.
Oh, that's weird. Wait, what do we do? Ah, behind the shield, I guess? No? People are standing- okay, okay. Got destroyed. Hey, good call. You're like, what hit? It didn't do anything. Whoop. Fly, you fools. Oh! There were a bunch of them suddenly. Tartarian. Two channels. Two surges of life surge. Shut up. Two charges of life surge is really freaking cool. Oh, I'm guessing we have to walk these onto it. Oh. It's alright. Didn't die, I guess. Gosh. So there's some sort of a pattern to these, but I haven't figured out exactly what it is. Just that.
So
quadrant.
they travel out, and then in like two lines parallel to where they travel out, like on either side of it, is where those things will appear, and kind of randomly within those lines.
Yeah, it kind of looked like quadrants to me, but yeah, same idea. Whatever the case, I finally managed to avoid one. This may actually be better than what I've got.
I've avoided
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
it is. Well, upgrade, even if it's a determination direct hit. The eye level's still worth. Oop. Jesus.
Is that Hades?
I can't tell, but I'm still getting there. I was equipping my new ring. What did I miss it? Were you fucking with me?
The yellow spirit created that path for us to walk on.
Did it snap?
No, I had no idea what it was. I was just fucking with.
Okay. God damn it.
You're easy to fuck with.
Yeah.
Probably the same one here for this path. Same way of making the path.
Yeah. Parody. It's just not fair. Wow, it does let us go, doesn't it? I was actually thinking, I wonder if the dancer really ought to LB. And then they did. Hell yeah, good dancer. I'm definitely not biased because the dance parted me. Oh, rude as fuck, you mean what my sister did? Yeah, it's... We'll just say it's well-deserved comeback for a lifetime of me being terrible to her. Hey look, I
Osmond Feely was doing it.
Ah. I can't even complain because I was such a shit when we were younger.
It wouldn't have been as rude if you had actually seen it. But the fact that you didn't see it...
Which was just me, hey, I wonder if that's actually Nibeth or something else.
It was just luck, it made it so much more awesome.
Yeah. Is awesome the word?
Awesome
so much
is
more
definitely
awful?
the word.
It's all been the right side equipment, jewelry. It's all been jewelry so far. What the heck?
So dungeons used to never give jewelry, and I've noticed that specific dungeons now give us jewelry, which is really, really, really nice.
I remember in Shadowbringers there was the 2 dungeons that would give jewelry at 80 or at 80.
Okay, well I didn't remember those. I just remember most of them don't give jewelry, so I end up with because I'm lazy with my gear.
I didn't know that.
I don't get gear until you yell at me to get gear, and you're like, how are you wearing this gear this hour?
You say you're lazy with gear, I say using a level 50 Dark Knight sword, or level 30 Dark Knight sword at like 50. Or was it the 45 quest you're having trouble with? I forget.
It was
we at the end. This is spooky. Spooky dark.
Usually I'm not that bad, but
yeah, no, that was
I get stuff sometimes.
It's the absolute worst one. That voice sounds familiar. I gotta listen to this! It's my lover. It's my fucking boyfriend. I fucking called that one! Holy shit! I recognized his voice immediately.
I recognize that hat. That's that Bard hat I used for a while.
I recognized his voice. I didn't get a screenshot of it. I'll have to come back.
He's sundered? He's not sundered.
He was always sundered. He's a sundered Ascian. He's not one of the unsundered.
Oh, I didn't
had some.
I used that hat for a while for my Bard.
It's a great hat.
Looks better on him.
Aw. Oh great, are we gonna have a bunch of music references? Also, this is a very strong reminiscence to the Hades fight. Hades' attack names are quite familiar too. Oh. I guess we don't want to be in the ones when they get out there. Yeah. Sorry baby, I know you so well. Strophe. Whom are you addressing? Oh, what's this? Antistrophe? I don't know what this means. I'm gonna follow the other people. Okay. Figured it out. Left. His left? Stage left. Makes sense.
Saw that hand was higher up, right?
No.
Oh, he raised that hand.
I actually looked at the hands, but I didn't notice.
Could just be that he holds that one a little higher, but I thought it was higher.
I bet a bunch more are gonna appear. Whoop. What is that weird noise? Oh, it might be dancing.
That's
still.
the curtain call.
It's getting spooky looking. Oh, Shiva's here, random. Oh, we had to hide behind it.
You're behind that, I see.
I figured it out.
I didn't. I was like, where? I thought about running behind it. By then it was too late.
I was just like, what are we supposed to do? Shiva's here. I'm gonna hold this just a second. Come up when these things go off, instead of getting caught in them. And yeah, his VA is bonkers. I'm holding my res immunity, but I'm all out of res immunity. Fuck. I just got raised, it's not my fault. It is my fault. I gotta get better. Over here playing Does It Cleave with the Tank Buster, I see.
Wait, what?
Oh, you were kind of with the party.
Does it cleave? Oh. I ran over the corner.
Yeah, no, you did. It was just funny. Alright, we're in the right section. Right, Fira Forte. It looks like it's back more.
Oh, hey, there's stuff.
Yeah, remembering it as like stage right and stage left is helping me a lot.
I wasn't even paying attention that the thing was coming.
Untracked. Oh yeah.
So,
I have the focus target up.
Well, I mean,
Eruption
I just
Forte.
didn't read.
Same. Well, I did, I guess. But usually same.
Yeah, I didn't notice that one either.
Switch.
Just got lucky.
Switch side. Oh.
Really? His hand was
I lied
up.
to you. Well, you shouldn't have listened to me, you fool. I swear it switched. I'm just an idiot.
Usually I do better to listen to you. I get my ass saved more often than killed by listening to you.
Every now and then.
It's worth it. Percentage-wise, I'm still better off.
At least it's funny. Poor healer.
I'm burning cooldowns like they're candy.
Yum yum, pop them like they're hot.
Yeah. Popping like they're chocolate.
Mmm. Antistrophe. How sweet of him to let me have my uptime. Can't believe they made me kill him twice. What a fucking expansion.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures. Delusions and lies.
Why would he say that?
That's a good question. Where's he going? Bro, where's he going? Is he going back to life? Probably not. I better not get my hopes up.
He's going up there to attack the other guys. Oh, and now they want to run up. Always after we're done. That's how it always is.
Oh. Pretty sure this is an upgrade for me. Oh god, I'm still wearing 70. Yeah, this is an upgrade. Oh, I already got it. Okay, cool. It's yours.
So it's an earring.
Apparently it's what dropped from the, yeah, it's what dropped as my piece. Alright. You ready? We'll wait just a moment.
Just a second.
You know, I checked on you and was like, yeah,
I
we'll
wanted
just wait a
to
moment.
check out the earring too and see what it looked like.
Yeah. Looks pretty nice. I like how they're named after the actual name of the planet. Man, I've been calling it the world and like the planet so much in an effort to not call it Hydaelyn. I'm so glad to have a real name for the planet.
Ether, because it's the place of ether.
Yeah, it makes sense. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, it's gorgeous and it means ether.
Alright, I'm ready.
Go! I got calm. I don't know why. I played like a total doofus. So where'd you go, baby? You did some kind of rockin' and out of here thing. Rumble. Oh, hi, hello.
I'm back!
I guess what goes up must come down. I want to go give him a hug. I'm gonna go give him a hug. You can't stop me. I'm gonna give him a hug.
My very essence.
So Ammon is the one that became Elizabeth?
Fen Daniel.
Sweet.
And Daniel.
Sweet.
He was Hermes before the Sundering. After the Sundering, he was reborn as Ammon, And then he was raised from Ammon to become an Ascian, Fandaniel. Yeah, let me make out with him. Don't
He
worry
was
about
born
it.
Hades. He got promoted to the position of.
No, Hades is Emmett Silk.
Sorry, what was his name originally?
Hermes. Gotcha.
He was born. He was promoted to the position of Fandaniel.
As Hermes. After the mind wipe, he became Fandaniel. As far as we can determine, I don't see anything to counteract it.
Yeah.
And
then he became Ammon. Then he took on the Ascian name Fandaniel. So apparently he had his memories back up.
He was raised back up to his previous position. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
No, I want to smirk you.
Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad.
Bro, you're gonna come with me, and you're gonna help me set this to right.
Erase me from existence,
Probably not. I should not get my hopes up. Oh.
How would you know that name?
Don't worry about it. Well, you forgot because you wiped your memories, but we made out furiously for like 4 days straight.
Then it was you.
Finally figured it out, huh?
With Emmett Silk. The final pieces fall into place.
So he didn't get his memories back when he went to the underworld.
As far as I know, he did, but I don't know. I'm not.
Why didn't you remember?
Halcyon days. As the mortal
I was really like, how do you know that name?
He's literally going on about it. Recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details? 5.2.
Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories.
Makes me think of Final Fantasy VIII, fragments of memories.
But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis.
And there's our heart confirmation that he did indeed get raised to the position.
I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed.
Whoop.
It was only when I was granted a seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true.
And Fandaniel, or in Xenos' dreams, his visions? I want to know more about that.
They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos.
Don't act shocked.
So he
My
thought.
sister figured it out.
In his attempt to
Interesting.
burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply
But
into his
covered
soul.
until he died.
My soul.
Yes, y'all
Death
shared soul. Deal with it.
failed to expunge
Oh, ow. Sad
them.
face.
No matter how many times
Sag.
it came, rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next.
And why the game has us so far apart? How am I possibly supposed to be able to
Is
smooch him from here?
adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea.
Oh, Biduni
In
Shek.
defeat, finally
I have a feeling he
remembering
remembered
your
it
times
before he
together in Elpis.
rescued us from Elidus at the Seat of Sacrifice.
How it must
It's the only way I can see
gall
him. Such a turn.
to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amaranth.
Now tell me, did you remember this as Fandaniel the Seat? Raised once more?
Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as
Interesting.
Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
I assumed it was to resume the contest.
I have lived. I have struggled.
Good,
I
maybe
have
my initial
dredged the
impressions were
very
correct and I
depths
don't
of
have to be
despair.
sad.
And in the detritus of existence, I found the
Without
truth.
struggle, life is nothing.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion.
You talking about his time with the Alligans?
And this vast
As far as I know, yeah.
were destined
If he's talking about the Great Ruler, then yes,
to
talking about
become
Sandy.
one with oblivion.
Yeah.
At the end of life's journey,
It's interesting
lies
how he
only death.
seems to kind of discount rebirth. Like,
So I ask you, why live at all?
to make out, you can't smooch someone if you're dead. Can't smooch someone if you're not born.
We
You
torment,
can't enjoy the good stuff if you never exist.
we
Maybe
Plenty
he
of
just
good
has-
that goes along with the bad.
spiteful
Or maybe he hasn't had enough good
Without
stuff. I'm gonna have to give it to him.
Yeah, you'll have to turn things around. If you do that, you'll change
Life
all of the
is
entirety of history. That's
so
you're
All
right.
you need is love. Du-du-du-du-du.
such misery. Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning.
I thought they answered this already. If you don't have the misery, if you don't have the bad, then you'll never be able to enjoy the good.
I can only assume he didn't have enough good. Wow, those are some ears on him. I'd never noticed that before. Anyway, you just didn't have enough cute boyfriends like me to smooch you.
Matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution. That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. As my search reached its end.
So he's going to be around for a while.
Was this the only way? After all these years,
Stares intently at his ring. Are you taken, sir?
Wait, why was she shown in the one area?
It was in a different area. He's just juxtaposing memories of the sundered and unsundered lives.
No, the Maitian girl?
Yeah. Wasn't that in the end of Oh geez. Sorry.
Okay,
Having a
that's
moment.
what I was wondering. But I didn't get to the end of there.
Yeah, it shows her in Katisa's Hyperboreas as far as I know. Who the fuck? This is Asahi, ain't it?
Ah,
I know that voice.
I thought that was Hades.
It wasn't Hades' voice, and it's not Hades' words. That was my first thought, and I was like, it doesn't fit. It's gotta be Asahi. It really sounds like Asahi.
Though unlike me, having your corpse made up
I mean, it's a very cute corpse,
to another's tune.
and it was a very cute dance.
Is that Asahi?
I guess we call him Arse now. Asahi. Cute. Very cute. Unfortunate, though, because he's not interested in anyone but Xeno, so he can fuck off.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my
Yeah,
untimely
unsurprising.
demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall. and
The
the
Weirlet
anguish
music.
it brings the
Imperial
savior
but
of the
sad.
savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better.
Hey, stop.
Not that I was in
Stop
any
hitting my
position
kinks,
to
please.
resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord
Oh, you
Xenos,
didn't like that, baby. You didn't betray
I
him. You
would
just.
die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
And what do you really think you're gonna do against
Oh, Fan
the Ashen,
Daniel
even
still
dead,
used his
even
body,
sundered?
right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's why it's like my body, I'll pop it.
Now
Yeah.
you are
Really at my mercy.
I shall drag us both into oblivion.
I guess I do get
and
to be
you'll
sad
never see
today.
the fulfillment of your magnum
I think he wants that. Well, he's having doubts.
Be reborn. Your desperate search for answers
Mean.
must start again.
Butthead. I'm really gonna just stand here and let this happen. Why do we not just like yeet Fandaniel? Or sorry, we yeet Asahi. Really confused why we're not smashing Asahi's little ethereal head off of his ethereal shoulders right now. Cause I'll do what must be done, yet your spear's on your back and not through his middle. I'm confused.
I was a little confused why we didn't run in and try to intervene too.
Sighs upsettingly.
Even now, you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was. For the monster
A very
I
sexy
became.
monster.
But I will not beg forgiveness. A tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
Weak. Not him, just the ending, the writing.
Don't
And why are you
try
still here,
to
asshat?
follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Right. Already concocting an AU in which Asahi's ethereal body is rent to shreds.
You had better hope not.
It's not the kind of hoping that I do. Wow, that was very, very almost like the people consumed by Dynamis. Oh, that's funky as fuck.
What's funky? The Menfilio.
This whole ass thing.
That's Menfilia.
Bless.
That's how she makes paths.
No, I mean the whole like Asahi Fandaniel thing.
Come.
13,000 words and
I didn't feel like Asahi
I'd
should
be
be
that-
strong enough to do that shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
those
Like
two, Asahi don't win.
he's
I know
a weak-ass
Fandaniel was like,
bitch.
this is what I want, but still.
He had doubts. Those doubts should have given him enough strength to struggle, but like
Yeah, that didn't seem right.
it
was a
that
little
was weird. It seems like we're like, we have to wrap up all the strings, tie it off now, instead of actually like what would actually happen, what the characters would actually do. Which tying off strings is great, but I will always be more a fan of like realistic writing. Like I've had my characters hijack me so many times, and I'd rather that every time, 10 out of 10 times, I'd rather be hijacked because it always ends up more natural in the end, even if it's not exactly what you planned. Weischen.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Whoa. Oh shit. Huh. Actually reminds me a lot of Shiva from Final Fantasy VIII. You look different. Yeah, you look different. I mean, it looks nice, but very, very, oh god, it's so much like Omega F, or Omega etc., and like, in the way, in the way that,
And now, the rivers of time converge.
the smile's the same. In the way that Omega MF looked like, Innocence, second version, and like,
I know why
Warrior
you
of
have
Light,
come.
that Amano art thing. She's got the same thing going. I know why you're here, but I'll make you talk because you're my little dancy puppets. That's what I'm getting from that, honey bunches.
I called that shit.
To deliver man.
Called that
Which
shit.
shit in specific?
I think you're just about to see it.
Okay.
But is that really?
Yeah, Alizé's talking right now.
We do not wish to.
Yeah, her response to Alizé's question.
Huh.
Protect the source and all of its shards.
Like, our friend Reen is out there.
Is but one of two paths.
I called it that the moon was really just to go hunt her down and kill her.
Huh.
The other
You did. You called that one quite a bit ago.
Yeah.
far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute.
I thought Absolute was vodka, not Dynamis.
Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you.
I mean, if the word of light does anything, I swear us transcending our limits through determination must be us using Dynamis. Despite being so ethereally dense.
The pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
Wow, very spoopy. Nice hair gems.
We'll win. I swear it. Is what I would have said.
Alizé.
After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own
Our only
Alizé
choice.
indeed.
You just said you had 2 different choices.
I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough.
I mean, courage and faith are both emotions in Alais Gadalik.
But are we truly so powerless? That
Huh.
our only choice is to flee.
Really interesting. That delivery is very different from the other one.
Far from it, my child.
Oh, thanks. Oh boy. Charm LeFay finalizes the exploratory voyage for Big Booty Raider.
What?
We had a little shift of tone because someone in my FC is sending out our airship, and our airship is named Big Booty Raider, and it pops up even in cutscenes.
Oh. Nice.
So I'm sitting here like, oh, we might be able to defeat Medion. Charm LeFay finalizes the voyage for Big Booty Raider. At least it's funny. Interesting. Many more prosperous than Atheus. Well, before you fucking sundered him.
Conflict and hostility.
Well, every attempt ended in failure. Guess we better give up. Is that how that works? I thought you just keep trying until you find the solution. It's not that fucking hard.
What are you talking about?
Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out.
Heidelin talking about, like, all these other stars trying to find solutions to all this unpleasantness, and, like, in the end they all fail. And I was like, well, they all fail, so we just give up. That's how that works, right? We don't just keep trying until we succeed? I mean, that's... To use a very basic analogy, you know how, So I saw a really interesting and kind of terrifying, but still worth the watch, YouTube video. And it was just this sheet of a medium that's rich, like a petri dish, but it was very large, enriched for bacterial growth, to grow colonies of bacteria. And what they did is they put, I forget exactly what kind of bacteria, something that would normally be stopped by antibodies. Sorry, antibiotics. So they had regular, and then they had like regular dose of antibiotics, and they had 10 times, and they had 100, 1,000, and maybe one more yet. And they put it on there, and you'd watch it grow up to the line where it was 10 times antibiotics. And it'd stop for a while. Eventually something would mutate and break through and grow into the 10 times. And then it would fill that area, and then it would stop at the 100 times. And then eventually something would mutate and break through the 100 times, and it would mutate, grow, you know, fill that area. And so on, and it eventually filled every spot on that thing. Because you go long enough, brute force it essentially. These bacteria were, by nature's method, brute forcing the antibiotics we use. And they always broke through. I mean, it's a very chilling reminder that you shouldn't be using antibiotics since you actually need them, because you can create super bacteria. And nobody wants super bacteria.
Except those experimenters, they did.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope they isolated that really well, because if that, like,
Very
shit got out...
environment.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But it's such a good, it's such a good way to visualize, hey, using more doesn't necessarily make it better. Eventually, like, something's gonna get through. Same way with life, though. It's like the definition of life finds a way. Also, I'm looking at Heidelin saying, darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out, and I'm just like, then why did Ramu entrust us with the duty of casting out the darkness in the heart of man? Like, yes, we can ameliorate it, we can lessen it, we can seek to redress it.
Well, I actually look at that a different way. I look at that and say darkness resides in the heart of every person, of every creature, living being. And you know, you look at it and say, well, yeah, we can cast that out and get rid of it. And I look at it and go, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like, there's going to be some darkness and there's going to be some light, and that, you know, like when I talk about visual texture, if everything is pink and it's all the same sort of, you know, it loses its value. But if you want
empty,
to
it's
create
flat.
visual texture, you want contrast. You know, having that darkness in there contrasts against the light and the beauty and the wonderful things, and it makes it shine that much more. It makes it stand out that much more and be that much more gorgeous. You know, I don't think there being darkness means that we should be all wiped out. I don't think that there being darkness is even necessarily a bad thing. If there's too much and it's all darkness, yeah, that would be a bad thing. But
Daniel.
having some darkness, having some pain and sorrow isn't necessarily bad.
Well, it reminds me actually of one of my absolute favorite sayings, because as painful as it is, it's very true. Your joys can only fill you as deep as your sorrows have carved you. If you've never experienced want, need, pain, suffering, you don't know what it is to have that relieved.
Yeah.
And it also kind of like, I don't know, I've always sort of seen humans be like, well, I'm a good person, I'm a bad person. No, we all
Very
fight.
complicated person.
We all fight the battle, the cosmic battle of good and evil in the microcosm inside ourselves. Every day we fight a battle between good and evil. And some days evil kind of wins the battle, pushes the lines a little. Some days good wins the battle and pushes the lines. You know, but the people we call good people have good win more often than evil, and the people we call evil people have evil win more often than good. But we all fight this cosmic battle inside ourselves every day.
Yeah.
That's what I see when she's like, darkness abideth. Of course it does. It's not possible to eradicate it because you would have to die.
But you gotta think about like bittersweet things. Some things that are bad but also good at the same time. You know,
We were talking about it with COVID too. Good outcomes can come from intrinsically bad things. COVID is not good, but having much more access to people for remote stuff, for like mobility and like having stuff shipped to your house, that is good.
and opening up medical care for people who have never had medical care. Like, you know, the last time I had, you know, like access to life-saving medical care?
It was the military, wasn't it?
No, actually it was Medicaid. When I was more poor than I am now, and I was so poor that I literally couldn't put food on the table, I qualified for Medicaid. And that when I had that, I had medical care. But when I did well enough that I lost that, I didn't do so well that I could, you know,
Afford medical care.
it. But I was not quite so low that we literally would have starved to death without those government assistances. Yeah. And now, you know, I can go get a vaccine. You know how many times I go to the doctor to take care of something?
You didn't, did you?
I don't. I'm pretty good at treating stuff myself. I'm pretty good at seeing injury or things coming and diverting them and avoiding them. But if something really major happened, I'd be up shit's creek.
Indeed. Which is
especially ironic.
Paperwork.
Especially ironic because how many high impact martial arts. I'm playing with fire. I know I'm playing with fire, but
wait. But are you playing with inner fire? So I'm wearing the shirt.
Yes, I'm playing with inner fire. In the heart of me, I know I'm playing with fire. Because I know that major injuries can come from martial arts. I mean, I go to like jiu-jitsu tournaments. You know how many people get carried? How many people I've seen get carried off those mats on a stretcher?
I have no idea, actually. I have not been to any jiu-jitsu tournaments.
It's a thing that can happen. You know, and people, when you're in a tournament, people want to push the limits and they want to go hard and they're more likely to injure you. You're more likely to, you know, push the limits and get injured. I don't push them as much as what a lot of people out there do. There's a lot of people who are like, I wouldn't tap to this, I wouldn't tap to that, and I'm like, I would in a heartbeat.
I was actually thinking, I was like, you have quite a bit of like good wins and stuff for someone who can't push it too far.
Well, and that's the thing. I know when to push it and I know when not to push it. If you're gonna get injured from that, then you were gonna lose anyway. You were already gonna lose. You just waited too long to admit that to yourself. And that isn't even because I don't have medical care. To be honest, that mindset doesn't come from that. It's useful for that, and it's nice that I have it, and it's pushed a little further that direction because the knowledge in the back of my head that if I get injured, I may not be able to treat it. But it's always been my mindset in training and in things like that. I've trained for how many years, and I've seen how many people get how many types of injuries, and I've seen when those injuries happen, when they can be avoided, and I've seen what happens after those injuries. And the people who are like, I wouldn't, stop here because I want to be extreme and I want to push the limits and I want to go further. But guess what? Those are the people who can't continue on and can't go further because they ended up injured.
You burn too bright, and then your star dims and fades.
And I've seen the people who really know how to push limits and really know how to push those limits because they know exactly where those limits are and they know when to stop. So they can push those limits more than a person who doesn't really understand. Like it's weird. You train for long enough, you train with enough people, in enough circumstances, you start to see things in a different way.
Yeah, it's definitely finding a balance, finding, you might say, a middle path. And I'm using that terminology very specifically here.
And it's like I train with people and they think you have to go 100% resistance every time to be a good training partner. And that's simply not the case. Like me, when I train with someone, if it's brand new and they've never seen it before, I give them no resistance whatsoever. Once they start to learn it and get comfortable with it, then I start to give them a little bit of resistance. Oh, this thing that I thought I was starting to get, now I'm feeling it with some resistance and now I'm starting to understand it more deeply. Majority of the time I'm at 80% resistance or less. The only time I'm above 80% resistance if we're doing some sort of high intensity, high resistance, full spar type thing. And then, or if I know it's someone who needs that push where we're not officially doing that, but that individual, I know they need to get pushed into that zone, then yes, I'll do that. But that's only on rare occasions.
Yeah, it's very situational then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It depends on the individual, the circumstances, what you're trying to get out of what your goal is, and what the drill or whatever it is that you're doing is intended for, and what the kind of safeguards are in place for that as well. Like, if I'm running a class, and I'm doing a high-intensity drill where I want people going really hard and getting a lot of resistance and fighting against each other, whatever, I'm watching it very closely for red flags, for danger signs, for something to be developing that's, this specific hold, if you do that lock on them, and they, like there's like the reap that's not legal in any jiu-jitsu tournament, because if the person you're doing it on panics and jumps away from you, they tear their knee apart.
God, yeah.
Yes, you can do that move safely, but if I'm the person officiating that, if I'm the person, kind of in control of the situation, and I see that person having that done to them, I see them begin to panic and begin to move in ways that are potentially dangerous, I jump in and I intervene and I stop it. And I'm watching very closely for these things because I know we're going at high intensity. If we're not supposed to be going at high intensity and you suddenly start going at high intensity, I might not be watching. Or the person in control of the situation, the person, officiating the situation, they might not be watching that closely. They might not be reacting as fast as they would need to be in that kind of situation. And so it's going to change things a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's all about not only finding a balance, but finding the balance that's pertinent to the situation.
Yeah.
Vitally important.
Anyways, I digress. Come on.
It's a good digression, though.
Yeah.
Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. It's all about minimizing it. Which wolf do you feed, etc.
Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer.
But it's not just to suffer.
And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others.
I mean, what happened to the Vena that saw the universe through a newborn babe's eyes and thought that nothing was impossible?
Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven.
I actually really hate this because I'm like, I'm not interested in women. I don't like Heidelin. And then she smiles and I'm like, maybe I'm a little bi.
You say she's got a nice smile?
Shut up!
She was really smart and really strong. Of all the people I met back in that world, she was the one I was like, damn, she's, cool.
I liked Hermes. I'm sure this comes as no surprise.
But if you think about it, she was like, okay, society says you're supposed to do this, so? Tradition says you're supposed to do this, so? And then she was stronger and smarter than everyone else. She's more creative in the ways she was thinking outside of the box and stuff.
Yeah, but Hermes also very much was like, oh, so society thinks this, well, I disagree.
Same thing, and he didn't follow the rules of society, and he did things that no one thought was possible. He studied things no one even thought to study. Like, absolutely, those two, really, were the ones that I really looked at and was like, wow, you know, they're cool. That's true, that's true.
But each in their own and very different ways, I will say.
Oh, yeah. Hermes kind of like, he was more quiet about it. He tried to hide it, and he just did it in the secrecy of his own. He
resonates so much with me because I'm the quiet one. I just do it. I don't even want to make a fuss. I just do the things. And I've always been obsessed with going to space. You know that, going to the stars.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you like a decade ago that like if there's ever an opportunity to go to space and you just don't hear from me again, please don't worry because I took it.
Yeah, you said that. And then she was the same way, but she flaunted it. She threw it in the face. She openly walked against people, you know, and it's like, just fuck you. I'm going to do, you know, she did the same thing, but in a very overt way.
That does seem more your style, yes.
Only for some things.
This is a call-out post.
For some things, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I guess you're right. In defiance, I'm that way because I'm very shy and I'm very closed off in a lot of ways. But when I want to defy someone, I want to throw it in their face.
See, and I prefer sneaky defiance. Like, can't get mad at me for defying you if you don't even know I defied you. Anyway, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable.
Wow, this is a call-out post for all of the Scions. Wow.
Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest.
Also, I just thought of a song that I 100% need to apply to Hermes. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's by the Orion Experience. I love the stars. I love to make believe the universe is ours. You like stabbing things. Sorry, I'm terrible.
From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
He's just like,
as witness to black
this
calamity,
dickbag.
thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite.
It's interesting you call it black calamity when 'twas the calamity of light.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope.
Not yet, anyway. There's still time.
For every trial and every foe that did bar.
So in other words, she's trying to say that all of my power and strength, a lot of that has come from all of my friends and the people around me.
I assume
Very
so.
My Little Pony of her.
Friendship is indeed magic.
You have all known despair, and though the end approaches, you walk on, heads.
Oh, I only just noticed she has the stabby feet, as one would expect of Hydaelyn Reen thingy.
Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Yes, Captain Obvious, there's a means to confront her. Are you kidding me? She said there's two options. You can try to run escape, or you can go and attack her. Like, these people really this dumb? Alphino and Alize are just...
You know how NPCs, when they're fighting, have like a title instead of their last name? It'll be like Alphino the Relentless, or whatever it is. It's Alphino Captain Obvious. That's his title.
Captain Oblivious. Alize too. She was doing that earlier.
Yeah.
The twins Oblivions.
Prove ourselves worthy. Aha. So this is where the thing I got spoiled comes in. How unfortunate.
The angels sing.
Ha! Oh, she still has the sword.
So we're gonna have to fight her now
Nigh impossible
to see if we're capable of.
the edge of the universe.
Huh.
Should you fail, there will be
I guess this is Area 6.
Makes sense. I mean, like, if you look at like MMA fighters and stuff, like, you can have a fighter who's a much better fighter get
We have
beat
the
by someone
answers
else
lit
just because they
motif
have
again.
experience in fighting. If you haven't
Yeah.
got practice, it's good to practice. A little sparring with Heidelin would be good for us.
Can we actually kill her though? Because that would be good for the universe.
With a cherry on top.
Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave.
So this is going to be a trial.
And never return.
Never return.
Interesting. I assume so. Usually there's an 89 trial after the 89 dungeon.
Oh,
As
but
with
no.
like incident, innocence and so forth.
And here it is.
Hey.
Hey, you wanted to fight Heidelin? Here you go.
No, I wanted to kill Heidelin. It's a little different. Like, I don't care if I don't get a big showdown. I just want her to be dead.
Aye.
These,
No room for confusion there.
these trials
I mean, she's
persuade
headed that
us-
way. She's been fading for.
Indeed.
Case.
That's true.
We've come too far to back.
I mean, we already beat Zodiac. What the fuck? We already
Nah.
showed we could.
Not to mention that
am of the same
I
mind.
ship Heidelin and Zodiark, and surely he's sad and lonely without her, and she needs to go to her boyfriend.
Well, I mean, we already beat a supreme deity.
Seem to be forgetting who
I know he wasn't fully complete, but you know what? Whatever.
I mean, she's not fully complete either.
Yeah, exactly. She's faded away.
Do try not to get underfoot.
Ha!
Needless to say,
Do try not to get underfoot. That's our black mage, like, V-pose, ain't it? I love it.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Very weird having it in 4-4.
Alas,
They're all ready to fight, and then they're going to abandon us to fight her by ourselves.
has remained unanswered these long years.
You done wondered, huh?
I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victor?
That was
Wait,
the
what was
one.
the question?
I remember that question because I was like, I don't want to answer this right now. I don't know how to. I don't really want to tell her because I didn't like her.
What was the
And
question?
I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to backtrack to it. Oh, damn. That's a hell of title duty name.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually have a trust option for this. This is unusual. Anyway, we're not going to probably do that, but that's cool. Sorry, got distracted. So the question was like, when you so in your world, the Sundered world, is it worthwhile or is it good? Is it happy? I forget I don't remember the details, but I remember the gist of it was like, world good or world bad? That's not what I meant to hit.
It's like a snowflake pattern on the ground. This is definitely very
Yeah.
ice, Shiva.
Yeah, it really makes me think of the Shiva arena, except it's 6 instead of 8, which is interesting. Are you ready to queue up?
Yes.
Alright, actually, I'm gonna talk to everyone if it's okay. My friend says, was the journey worth it? That's what I remember. The journey's always worth it. I'm gonna do some small talk real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. I actually need to do a thing.
From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise. Here's the thing that really pisses me off about this whole thing. So since she also escaped the memory effects of Chiron, she knew that her turning into Heidelin and attacking Zodiac would sunder him. She would sunder the star, would sunder everyone. She was like, that's fine. Are you okay? Oh, you're just doing the thing. Okay. So, like, that pisses me off. Polarization, huh? Shuniyani Dalek. Pain and despair. Aye, world friends. Oh yeah. My friend's like, we have stuff to talk about. I'm like, yeah, we do. They've been waiting for me to get to like the end of this for like a while, and I've also been waiting. Obviously, this isn't the end, but like, progress. Progress is progress. Aye, world friends. Ah. actually left old raiding Discord that I was just hanging out with to be able to contact my old friends because they couldn't keep their fucking mouths shut. And they were like, who wants to do Heidel and X? I was like, God fucking damn it. So like that was a big old disappoint. It's alright. I thought I would have a lot of excitement. Ha! What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath. It'll never happen again, huh?
Wait, who?
Oh.
Which one?
Huh?
Estinian?
Yeah, Stinian. Just what he says if you talk to him.
Yeah.
Mad woman who gave her life for us. He's referring to Yazael. And I've never known peace since, that's right, sir.
Which one was that?
Hey, I mean, Alphinaud's an expert therein. I'm interested how this, works if you do, because there's only 7 of them. So whatever you are, someone has to shift. I'll do it later. I bet you can do it with trusts later. If you can't do it with trusts later, please let me know, because, well, at least then I can brace myself. Alright, just let me know when you're ready, and we'll go in. It's not a big deal, but if you don't mind checking, that's fine. Rather appreciated. Whoa. The new material looks fucking cool. Okay, cool. Perfect. Good to know. I wouldn't mind doing it not so much for like, because I mean in normal you don't get anything, but like simply to see how their roles shift around. Oh yeah, eat food.
Ah, yes.
Eat
I
food.
have eggs. I have lots of
Alright, let me know when you are
Give me a
ready
moment,
to
I need
go therein. Spell speed.
I
Yeah,
need
okay,
to
that's
do
not
that
very
IRL,
helpful.
'cause I'm hitting the glitch.
Noted. I know trusts occasionally. Tsai Tuvono. Tsai is just Persian for chai, tea. Crafting control. Okay, that's not helpful. Noodles of Elpis. I'm gonna eat this when we get into the instance. Sister needs a moment. I haven't actually done any. I usually run everything first with trusts. Because I'm running with my sister, we've been just doing stuff together. But at some point I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna run everything with trusts. Teases Hyperboreus like 100 times. Oh, you have found the sustenance of gods.
Cucumbers? Why cucumbers? Stay away. The turnips are
I'm not actually hungry. But it's good, I can smell it from here and I'm like, cucumber. Oh yeah, I'm so glad they added, I'm like insanely glad they added that, like, don't have to do max level. It's just like, oh, it doesn't level them. I'm okay with that. This is acceptable. I really appreciate that they were like, I think it's probably specifically because of Katisa's Hyperboreus. They were like, people are gonna want to run this immediately and we need to give them what they want. Like, a dev team that anticipates what the players will want and gives it to them can't ask for more. Anyway, let me know when you're ready to queue us up.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright. The Darkens. So far, we've only had 2 trials. One was Zodiark, and the next is Hydaelyn. Let's go! Let us say that at this point, I have some ideas what the last might be. I'm assuming it has to do with our dearest Mitia. Which, as soon as they said the plural of Meteon, and they were like, it's Mitia, I was like, oh, fuck.
Mattia? Is that from something?
It sounds like meteor
Oh.
to me.
Well, she is a meteor. She literally is a meteor going up. They called her meteor.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
before
she is a meteor.
before we saw her rising, they referred to the Metia. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, okay.
And then I was
don't
like,
know.
what goes up must come down. Okay, so here's one thing that still baffles me, and I want to talk about while we're waiting, if you're cool with it. So, it began without warning, a sound erupting from beneath the earth. So we saw the last of the last sister, Meteon, that was the one that accompanied Hermes. We saw her go rocketing off, and yes, Hydaelyn threw a little, Vena threw a little crystal into her. But like, she ain't on the planet anymore, so what was erupting from below? Oh look, duty ready. I'm sure that's not a premonition.
Well, how many trials should we expect in this section?
3. We should have a low level one, a high level one, and then a max level one. We should expect one. Oh, your mic.
Better?
Seems to be. A sea of stars. God fucking damn it. Outside together. Divine light. Sus.
Very delicious. Super delicious. Must.
Hey,
eat.
we've eaten a lot of light on the first, I'll have you
It
know.
is divine.
The last of my kind.
The last of my kind. Shut your fucking mouth. The only reason we're the last of your kind is because you had us kill the others, you person. Mad.
I feel like we're still her kind, even though we're split up. We're still like it doesn't change intrinsically who we are.
If we kill her, then we're the last of our kind. She's gonna do the same thing with as Shiva, where she switches weapons, I take it, and, you know, the solo duty. Bidoonie.
I like the little thing around the edge, the little crystal spinning thing.
Oh, that looks cool, yeah. I'm not gonna look at it. I looked at it and was immediately upset because it reminded me of Uwu, and I was like, oh god, if I touch that, I die. It may just be a barrier, it may not be murder, but like, yo. It gave me some trauma.
What are we waiting for?
Someone who loaded in slower to watch the cutscene, or possibly the instance itself.
Oh, okay.
God. Yeah. You want- how about answers? How about some more answers?
Will to alter man's fate.
You have to ask? Is he gonna do, Battle Litany or question mark? This is gonna be a fucking... We're playing chicken with Battle Litany. Cool, I love that. Change of arms, huh? Alright, I guess they just don't have Battle Litany. As a level 90 Dragoon, or 89.
I don't know.
90, no, they're level 90. Where's your... Oh? It's Punchy Boys. Oh, that's a 2-person. Tank stack, stack. When it has the 2 there, it's just for, like, the 2 tanks.
Okay, I didn't know that. But
Yeah, no, that's why I said something. I've only seen that in, raid stuff before. That's why
I wouldn't have known.
That's why I shouted at you! It wasn't like a you should know, it was an oh god, please be aware. Casty boy. Ow!
That hurt.
I'm dead.
I mean, it hurt
And
everyone
both
but
of
us.
you,
Thanks, we're fine.
everyone with the raise is dead. Well, that was a nice start.
Hey, let's test your theory about the barrier. Oh,
Well, this will be an interesting fight.
I think
Wait, what happened?
I went to the barrier thing, and I think I walked out, and then I was starting Fall Over Dead, but then it reset, so I couldn't tell for sure.
We'll find out soon. Yeah, that particular stack marker that has 2 spheres circling above it means, it specifically means, the 2 tanks are supposed to stack. Or at least 2 people, and generally when it's a tank buster, yeah.
Alright.
Have you the strength of
Back to
will
match.
alter
Oh my god.
man's fate?
Xander Lai says, alright, back to matricide. I love Xander Lai already. Xander Lai already has my comm, he just doesn't know it yet.
Max.
When you kill your mother?
I thought you said
Matricide?
Magicite for the site that, stuff.
Ah, yeah, he didn't say matricide, it was matricide. Like, I'm gonna kill my mommy.
Yeah, when I saw the chat, then I realized. Mother.
Yeah. You busy off-tanking. Why did it hit me more? Where near or far? Oh god. Why is he going into the group? He knows it's a 2-person stack, right? Whatever.
It was just the 2 of us to stack.
In the midst of us.
After everyone scattered.
Yeah.
It was all good. At least y'all had the
Liking
wherewithal
other
to
people
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Did you see both of our shield things go at the exact same moment?
I didn't, that's amazing. Well, I survived this time, but I don't know what happened. popping a super potion. I survived. Or if... Dawn Mantle. Ain't that the thing that killed me last time? Shield. Oh,
Weird.
that's a cross. Okay, so we have to be at our corners there. Noted.
So
Holy
you
shit.
and I are redundant.
You have 4 vulns. Good luck. On the plus side, I have no vulns because I died. Extreme Fantasia. What a name. Thank you, Extreme Fantasia, for the raise. Okay, I have no heals left. I'm gonna just hold that. Okay, so you gotta be inside her. Whether near or far, you gotta be inside her or far away. Please stop killing our healers with that. I'm not talking to you, sorry. It just
We're gonna
shows that
lose
some
all our
people-
healers.
Well, hopefully they understand me saying "tu per son" because I can't type.
Crystals of light. To me.
No, they're my crystals of light. Fuck off. Oh, this thing. God, I need a picture of this boy. Hey, look how the dark and light are overlaid. What the fuck? I'm losing. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. She's saying the bad words. Ah! Wait, hear the song of creation's end. You probably just want to let me die. The sorrow at hope's demise. God, I was always wondering what hear, what feel, what think, what.
Oh, lost our.
Yeah. Did I just
Yeah,
watch?
that's on the outside.
I just
was-
watched the red mage walk into the wall. They have raises. What the fuck? Well,
They may have thought it was too many then.
I mean, it probably was, but like a lack of effort. I would like to see more.
I always try.
Yeah. Hope. Obviously, this person does not deserve to bear the mantle of hope. Ah. Wait, under feet? I thought she said whether near or far. Huh. Yeah, the one thing. Okay, so the other reason I like running things with trusts is they show you how to do the mechanics, and I learn from them. I watch them do what they do. It's great.
Have you the strength
Whoop.
of will to
What's a countdown, lol? Heroes Radiance. You're
So
remembering
someone
your
had a
radiance.
dragoon tether, and they were like standing right on me, and I thought someone gave me their dragoon tether, and I was like, "Did you give me your dragoon tether?"
Yeah. Whoops. What's a combo, lol?
You see that red symbol go out?
Yeah, that means be under her. I
Oh,
finally
hey,
figured it out.
happened.
Because she says whether near or far. You. You got it. Hey, look at that. Hell yeah. God, yeah. Someday soon. Hopefully. Sorry, my friend was like, cross-world parties. Someday. Cross DC. Oh, that's an AoE. Okay, green is an AoE. Oh, come on. I had to have been out of that. Obviously not, but shut up. Wait, Heroes Sundering? Really, you gonna cut us into more pieces because we're not good enough? Okay, bitch.
That's her special attack.
Yeah, I hate it. I didn't even see a color, so I must just be dumb. Red under. This is Scorn. Tank stuff. Dawn's Mantle. Shit, which one's that? Blue.
By blade.
Finally. I didn't get hit by that for the first time in my entire freaking life.
I can't tell if I got hit or not because my health didn't go down very much, but there was a person standing right on top of me who died.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, that's awful. Yeah, I mean, all I can say is check your vuln stacks, that's my only
I
guess.
got 2, which is a normal amount for me, so I can't tell.
Seriously,
Like
looking at this thing, it has overlapping light and dark, like, this is not the normal thing. It's it, and then rotated one superimposed. I'm like, kind of freaking out about that a little bit. Also, I'm losing my mind, but that's mostly unrelated. The sorrow at Hope's demise. I tried. I got... Why is she like this? Think and find, like, that was a weak one. They really, like, I like that they, I like that they did a thing to make, like, it all make sense, but, like, that one was so fucking weak. Think and find. No. Think that maybe you're better off without Crystal Mommy. It's the two things over superimposed. Oh, we need an LB. Oh shit. Xander lies. LB macros. You ain't from Michigan if you've never done this before. Amazing. That's the best thing I've seen all day. By Crystal's light. Hopefully that's a, like, gate, because, the light of the crystal is a powering Highland. How unfortunate. De colores. Whoop! Bonus mechanics.
I heard that. Sounds
Hey.
very distinctive.
Sound what?
Very distinctive.
Parhelion. Whoop. What is Parhelion? By the sun? Subparhelion, they coming back. Or possibly different shapes. Whoop! Unfortunate. Whoop. Whoop. That's why I'm an ultimate legend, because sometimes I get lucky.
Hey, I managed to do that one and it wasn't luck.
Hey!
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I have a thing that increases my physical damage,
Oh! I died, but it was for a good cause.
Okay,
Thing
I
that
died
reduces
for
your
you.
physical damage.
and I do a dot, a damage over time. I start the dot before I pop that thing that increases
It's
my
fucking
damage.
green! Go on.
And then the ticks are hitting. Are the ticks hitting at my... Or
It
at the
should.
rate it was when I dropped?
Okay, so that's the reason you want to redo your dots under trick attack. Anything that increases your damage increases the damage of your dots. So you absolutely want to do that, yeah.
But do you have to get the increase to the damage first before you start the dot?
Yes, it does not increase them in the middle. At the time the dot is applied, its damage is decided. So you want to
Okay.
reapply your dots
That's what I
anytime
wanna know.
there's a big old boost to damage.
Yeah, my fight or flight. I always try to do it, but sometimes I'm like, crap, can I hit it afterwards and still get that boost?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking I should have a ground and it's too late.
I mean, who really needs tanks? We'll just let a DPS be oh! Rip that DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I look like I'm in danger of that. Light wave. Oh, I'm gonna, I think those are gonna push us. That reminds me so much of the flood of light. It's actually freaking me out. Bullshit!
Ah, you got hit. You got
I
something.
was immune. Sad face.
No, you weren't.
Suck a duck.
I watched you. You were standing in the water.
I had transcendence.
Don't matter.
I mean, it mattered until it didn't. Shut up. Same, Archeotia. Is that 2 stacks? We
Yes, it is.
probably should those be on top each other?
No idea.
Music's fantastic. Terrifyingly fantastic. Oh, there's like a box around him. Okay. As a dead person, I can see that.
I can see it.
Man, X of this is gonna be, challenging. Challenging.
Green.
Light unyielding.
Man, I was like, which DPS doesn't have, I was gonna give my DPS, my tether to the DPS that didn't have weakness, but no, we all do. That fucking AoE is called Echoes. You lighted the crystals empowering Hydralin. Better stop doing that. Blue. That's cross. Oh. Yep. Fuck.
Oh, I was right in.
I was barely inside it like a dumbass. Fortunately, I'm very fast hand on the second wind. Ah, so this is like a 3-hitter. That's what that 3 means, is it's gonna hit 3 times. Whoop, that one's coming this way. I don't like that. I'm gonna just nope out. Casually. Oh god, there's another one coming this way. Fuck my life. Oh my god, that's...
It's all good.
I have a sliver of health that's not good. I don't like it. Green, that's out.
Light unyielding.
Whoop. At least we have LB3 if the healers need it. I'm not using it until I'm sure they don't. Hey, I was just saying it. Alright, where are they coming? Makes sense once you see it a few times.
Yeah. And you can hide in the wrong side, you just have to kind of trail it and slip through that.
There's more than one safe spot. There's just an ideal and a less than ideal, it seems like.
There's the easy one and the one where you have to kind of walk the line.
Red under. Wait, and then out. Damn, we gonna get it this time. Hell yeah, the group.
It'd be nice if I could drop off some of these bones.
Well, you know, just give them to the other tank.
No one else
I'd take them. I'm a Dragoon. I'm expected to die. As soon as our healers saw a Dragoon with a fucking Ultimate Legend tile, they're like, oh no. Oh no. This is gonna suck. And they were right.
greedy degrees.
Yes, I jumped into it to get some more damage. Don't worry about it.
You know, it paid off. It's like in chess, where you give away a piece, or you give away a thing, or you give away the
Exactly.
asset. In order to get your checkmate, it doesn't matter. You get your checkmate. You can give everything in the whole game away.
At last, man has the strength.
We've always had it. You just didn't fucking trust us, Vice. Shouldn't been. You very crackly
We've
again.
had it a long time. ago.
Very crackly.
All right, better.
Mm.
How
Negative.
about now?
That seems good.
All right, we'd have had it a long time ago if we hadn't been sundered.
You're a little crackly. Yeah, we'd have had it literally forever ago if we hadn't been sundered. You're goddamn right.
Just had to point that out.
You correct. You ready to exit? I'm sure there'll be a cutscene. I'm screen looking. Xander lies like, I was joking about killing her. Is she actually dead? Man, this sucks. I'm like, man, this rocks. Oh god, it's the echoey version. Besser and besser. You're still pretty crackly.
No, this can't be.
This can't be happening. No, this is fantastic. Don't worry about it, Alize. This is great.
I
This
mean,
is
she's
just
lived
what
a
we needed.
long life. She needs to move on. It's not like a
She's
bat.
long overdue to return to the star. Like, she
Yeah.
was supposed to return before we became Asm, basically.
I would argue with that. I don't agree with their old. They're supposed to at this point.
I mean, you know, it is what
But
it
by
is.
this point, I'd say yeah, she should have.
She should have. Yeah.
Your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask.
Are you single?
By sundering the world into 14 shards,
This shit pisses me
the
off.
ether of all living beings too was
Why?
divided. This reduction
You stole
would,
this?
in theory, allow us to more easily interact with
Okay, the reason people are being straight up yeeted, the reason people's souls are being completely destroyed, as far as we know, probably converted fully into dynamis, is because she sundered the fucking world. She took it from, well, it has to attack the creation powers, to no, it can attack your very existence and being. That doesn't seem like an upside to me. And she knew, because she didn't lose her memories in Elpis. She didn't get hit by Chiron.
No, I feel like what they're saying is she sundered us so the ether wasn't so strong, so we would be able to learn how to interact with Dynamis.
Well, we'll find out in a
We would
few.
learn how to work with it. That's what she's saying.
We'll find out in a few dialogue things, but I'm still not impressed.
I think it's a good idea, actually.
There is no world in which you convince me the sundering was a good thing. Like,
You wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair.
develop a means to overcome despair. Or maybe we could just, like, I don't know, be
You
badass?
had the potential.
No,
and
no.
sundered
I hate
all
this. This is the
creations
worst
seemed
ending.
fulfilled. To deliver us to that
I like it.
swirling maelstrom of dynamis in which
You
our
can
soul
like it all you
lies,
want. That's
and grant
okay.
us
That's
the power
allowed.
to defeat
But I
tomorrow
also have
for all.
opinions, and they involve a lot of four-letter words.
Like the whole, if you just use strength by being overpowering, then you never learn the good technique.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to be sundered and get weak and then learn how to
Hey,
do
fuck
it through
you!
the technique and not through the power. I mean, that's what I was saying.
I really think that Asm, Unsundered, probably could have done both. Like, the OP vibes I get. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have opinions. I never believe that making a thing lesser is ever going to be a good thing. Like, if we are not evolving to better and higher things, then what the fuck is the point? Anyway.
Let me play
opinion.
devil's advocate for a moment
As thou sayest,
and say that,
'twas the trial to which
okay, let's say I'm strong, I have physical strength, and I can lift a 500-pound object.
her kindness.
That's the extent of my strength. I can lift and carry 500-pound objects. Anything more than that's too heavy.
That's pretty big.
I'd say you sunder me, so I can no longer carry a 500-pound object. The heaviest thing I can carry is 100 pounds. Does that mean I am lesser? Does that mean I am worse, weaker?
The ability to carry a certain amount of weight is, to me, not an indicator of value of a person.
there's other things. Like, what if in exchange for that, I learned how to fly, read minds, and literally levitate objects with the power of my will? You know, am I weaker? So just because we have less aether, just because we have less raw strength, doesn't mean we are weaker or lesser.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing you're probably missing, because you haven't obsessed over this quite as much as me, and understandably so. The ability to lift I can see what you're saying with ether as an analogy for lifting a weight, but what we were told by Emmett Selk in the Ocular on the Shadowbringers is that it divides everything mankind is comprised of. It does not divide your physical body. It does not divide your soul. It divides your empathy. It divides your intelligence. It defines everything you are. So the people born... I'm looking at a dialogue here. I think it's the one after you. There was no kindness nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. Basically, the thing that Emmett Selk tells us, and I will say it's not 100% shown, it's a little weird. It's a very weird in-betweeny area. He says, your intelligence is halved. People on the first aren't stumbling idiots. So maybe or maybe not. Your ability to wreak magic, to cast magic, is halved. Oh, we see that big time. On the first, they can't even open a portal to the void without two mages that are literally bred to be for that purpose and then work in tandem. On the source, you can get overly emotional and accidentally avoid scent. You can't do that on the first. So some of the attributes he... Sorry, go ahead.
So does it divide up and have or quarter your propensity or your ability to wreak pain or despair, or does it only divide up the good characters, or does it divide up all characters?
They don't speak to that. But the fact of the matter is, you can use magic to cause harm or healing. It fractions your ability to help, and it fractions your ability to hurt. That doesn't change anything. It ends up the same equation in the end. Except there's all this pettiness. I don't know. I feel like the Ascian story, and Shadowbringers in particular, hit me particularly hard. Because I've always felt...
Wait.
Yes?
You feel like that hit you for you? I'm here to testify that you don't have to add that. What is the thing where you tag on the front?
I'm being called
You have
out.
to add that modifier on there? You don't have to say, I feel that. You can just say, Shadowbringers hit me extra, extra hard. Go on.
Well, you're not going to tell him that I literally couldn't eat for like a month and I had to force myself... had to force myself to, like, tolerate ramen because nothing else was even remotely palatable.
Because you went into mourning when Emmett Selk died?
It was more than that. It was the whole story in general, but that was the big thing, yes. You can call me out, I don't care. Literally, though, I lost like 40 pounds or something bonkers. I went from a little overweight to... I would be healthy if I was more muscular.
It was in conjunction with the kids running ragged and working on the house as well. It wasn't just that. But yeah,
but that was the reason I wasn't eating.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that objectively, Shadowbringers hit me pretty damn hard. Oh god. My friend says, okay, so you're gonna have to get force-fed by bunny boys after Endwalker, thus far understood. That's true. I was all like, I had sads about Fandaniel after the 84 trial. And then I went to Elpis and had yet more sads. And then we got here and now I'm just all the sads. Rip. Where was I going with this? I forget already. Oh. Talking about sundering ability and stuff. Wasn't that where we were at?
Yeah, we were talking about the merits of sundering.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I was getting at, was that, like, there's just... I know that all hit me very hard, and it's because I feel like... And this is serious. This is the thing that I realized after Shadowbringers. Why Shadowbringers hit me so hard. I feel like our species, humans, IRL people, we are broken. Something is wrong with us. Something is missing. Something is flawed. And the lure of a world in which such a thing could be fixed by something as relatively simple as a rejoining is very attractive. So that was like why that was so hot damn for me. And then of course being forced to be like, oh, you offer this, well, I'm gonna kill you, was not great.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah. That's where I was at.
Confronted with the almighty Zodiac.
It makes sense.
Pathetic.
Was rent
That was the
in and
best you could
world
do.
asunder. Let his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you,
Oh, je n'aime
my
pas ça.
chosen, have surpassed my expectations.
Good. Perish. I mean, what?
Past me.
She's got the glimmery blues. She's gonna die.
I entrust the fate of the
Good.
universe
Vaishin.
unto you.
Hold on. And so came out the rule about the rule of darkness. His darkness. I'm a Zodiac worshipper. Don't worry about it. Oh, she's gonna send
This crystal contains the memory of Meteor's
an ice
passage
crystal.
through
Makes
the
sense, I
stars.
guess.
Deliver it unto the Lockerites.
Ah,
They will
well.
guide you to her.
Here's a pun.
quite a like the pinup of scantily clad Heidelin. I'm not looking. Really.
Those wings
Okay,
are
I'm
nice,
looking
and the
a
little
little-
halo thing around her head.
Though they
Nice
may
drape.
travel some great distance,
It's an
there is
attractive
a vast
model.
difference between traveling to the moon.
See, it does nothing for me. It doesn't. Not at all. Not a whit.
Power is inherently attractive. Don't at me.
Yeah, but I don't find anything for this specific instance.
Yeah, we all have our things.
I've had plenty other things, and plenty of them were female, so that's...
Astronomical star numbers.
Yeah, that's
No.
the pun.
No, no, no.
Astronomical?
No, no, no. No.
Astronomical?
Astronomical is great, but you have to understand the Asians are represented by constellations, and I swear to Zodiac, if they get consumed to send us there, I will delete the game off my fucking computer. Like,
Lieth close at hand.
There will still be stars, because I haven't done my astrologian class quest. When we're done with this,
Hey.
I'm going to still be able to do that, so don't worry, there will still be stars.
it's okay because suddenly, yeah, they really are. Suddenly remembering Sylvester's like in the Astro Quest, I'm like, we can sacrifice him. That's fine. I kept seeing him in like the
My child.
kept seeing him in random like you know, cutscenes with the forum, and I'm like, that bastard, you motherfucker. It was great.
I think you said something at one point, you're like, and I was like, who? And you're like, never mind, you haven't done these. And I'm like, oh.
Ah, that's right, I did. Oh good, we get to fully consume her. Delicious. Also, someone please give me the model.
Didn't she
for
say
some
decadent
reason.
or delicious or something like that earlier?
Me or her?
No, she said something that I was like, ooh, delicious. Or something, I can't remember what the word was, but...
I mean, if you set it over push to talk, it'll be on stream, but I don't remember offhand.
While I
It
have
is.
remained hidden, it had become the embodiment
Like when we were first coming in.
Oh, so she intentionally empowered it. Intriguing.
faceless,
Disappointing.
force of nature.
Or you could just create
Not
an
gonna lie,
engine
I'm
that
behaving a
uses
lot
the
more
other
than
form
that.
of energy and just
Oh,
travel
don't
across...
be logical. That's
That would be
ridiculous.
way simpler. Like even not Hades, I keep calling him Hades, but Daniel.
Hermes?
Hermes. He even figured out, oh, if you want to travel through space, you just learn how to harness this energy. It's simple. He figured that out like so long ago. She yet has to come to that conclusion.
It was so absolutely exciting to me when he was like, it could be like 63.x, and I was like, oh my god, he has it down to 3 decimal places. That means he knew 4, but he rounded to a third, because that's what a good scientist does. Oh my god! Oh my god! Also, he's a nerd! Oh my god!
Wait, he rounded to 4 on what? I missed the first part of that.
So he was talking about the amount, the percentage of dynamis versus ether in the universe, and he said it was like 63 point something. I forget what it was, but like in order, scientifically speaking, you measure it and then you round down 1 so that your measurements are accurate.
That makes sense because of the tolerance.
Like, so he measured like 63.47 and said 63.5. That's not the number. I won't swear it's 63. I'm pretty sure it's 63. I don't know what the decimal was. But you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
This music. I guess they're doing a full circle thing. I probably would be impressed if I cared.
I can do no The
Bye.
fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words.
It's alright. Files her as another data point under the ancients, as viewed by Sundered look like.
Darkness and light, despair
As goeth one,
and
so
hope.
goeth the other. I
As
mean,
goeth one,
how long have I been talking? You know very well, Arden. You know how long I've been talking about despair and hope. You know how long we, you, me, and even others have been talking about despair and hope juxtaposed. Like, high fives, we called this. It wasn't subtle and in a good way. It was a well-foreshadowed, well-laid-out path that I love to follow. Aside from the part where I can't, like, slit her throat.
I have a gift.
Did I
for
say
thee.
that out loud? No, I don't want it! Fuck. Oh! Oh, you did. Excellent. I would love to see it. The percentage was actually 68.3. Arden went and found it for us.
Ah.
That's almost 70. That's a lot. That's like
More than
3/5-ish.
two-thirds.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, 66 would be 2/3. You're right. It's more than 2/3. That's significant. Also, the music cut out. That's not creepy. Yeah, I don't know how many screenshots I've taken since this started, but it's a lot. It's probably in the general vicinity of there, but though maybe not quite as many.
So this is like the wolf and the Red Riding Hood come closer, my
That was my exact reaction. Come closer, my dear. Then I might see you.
all the better that I might eat you.
Failure
Or you could eat me, I guess.
by recalling thy
Por
tales
que no los dos?
and my promise to thee. I found the strength to carry on.
Me immediately creates an AU in which in which Vena was not spared the memory erasing effect, but still, what the fuck is this vocalization? What is this music? Is this the... Give me a moment. This is the vocalization in the goddamn Charlian music and in her fight music? It is, isn't it? God damn it. Anyway, creates an AU in which she didn't escape the memory wiping effect and lost hope as a result. By all means, ruin Heidelman's model for me because, like, I have a bias. My bias is plain. May as well go with it. May as well lean into it. Oh, this is definitely the vocalization from her fight. I mean, you're not wrong.
Though the world is ever changing.
I'm not gonna lie, maybe I will ruin it in return for you. But, so... I spent a lot of time on Neopets, not just as a kid, but even as a young adult. Even in the military, I was, like, spending money on Neopets bullshit. And there's a particular, like, cute, like, ball dress that your Neopet can wear. And the hair crystals she has legit look basically just like that ball dress. I'm just like, it's that one Neopet's dress hair.
Thine
Adventure.
unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire.
Like, if I were actually good at streaming and could set it up easily, I'd pull open my, it's a nice hairstyle, don't get me wrong. She has, like, the bunny girl face, so, like, that would totally be fitting. If I were good at streaming, I'd pull up the, fancy thing I did making
Mark of my
my
gratitude.
Neopet into, like, a fancy outfit, an art thing. You know, I should open that. Okay, so I originally made it in a very old free vector program called Inkscape, but I recently got a much nicer one. I should open it in that and see if I can, like, make a lot more progress. Is this final gift your absence? Oh, god damn it! No, don't touch it, you're not-
He's gonna give you the powers like the ancients had to create things with magic.
Wow.
You get to be like
Crackly. What's
Any-
crack-a-lackin'?
Any better?
Oh, that's clear, that's
He's
really
giving
good.
you the power like the ancients. Now you get to be like the ancients. You get the power of creation magic.
Okay, that's acceptable. If I believed you, I'd be all over that. Someday we'll get you a real mic and it'll be great. It's not your fault.
Someday I'll be a real person.
I mean, you're using the mic I used for a long time, so like, fair and valid.
You get to see Heidelin cry.
Oh, good. Moving on. No, don't touch it. I don't trust her.
Heidelin, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting
God.
me mastery
Okay.
over matter
Really?
to give
Really? It's limited. Fucking goddamn.
Yeah, it's limited time.
Unfair. Alright, so what you're saying is I use it, I get a taste for it, and then we rejoin the shards. I mean, what?
as thou hast seen.
So think about this. What did she say right afterwards? Have you gotten
I'm
that
literally
far?
looking at it now. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, as thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn unto thee, mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. Like, is this a surprise? This is the thing we've literally known since 5.3.
No.
Power. Yeah?
Go on.
The power to summon the stars to your side. Ever since 5.3, I have predicted that we're gonna summon the Asians because they said, have you been collecting stars? Hythlodaeus said, have you been collecting stars? When we were collecting the Asians' memory crystals. The Asians are represented by constellations. Summon the stars to your side. It's literally, we're just gonna call the Asians. If we don't, I'll be very, very upset and write 10,000 AUs.
Now think about this.
The pain that launched 1,000 AUs. Go on.
So think about this. She hands you the power to create from nothing, the creation powers, and then says souls will be drawn to you, you know, and these are connected, so you're going to be able to create bodies for them. You're going to be
Immediately
able to
creates
create-
Fandaniel and begins to make out with him.
No, like seriously, like that's what she's connecting them. Like
Oh.
these souls will come to you, and you'll create bodies for them. You have this power now.
Good. My harem dreams become a reality. If only. Give it here, bitch. I mean, what?
It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them
Shinu.
close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself.
Disappointing. Don't call your friends.
These
Yeah.
Look at that little piece of wing up around her head that meets with her halo. Looks almost like horns or antlers coming out of her head.
Okay, so my friend had just said that Heidelin's hair ribbons kind of look like moose antlers. You're right.
with that,
Bye, Weischen.
my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs
It wasn't a
committed
wrong.
when the world
Frankly,
was yet
I mean,
whole.
I don't. Maybe this is a controversial take, but like, if you're gonna cast judgment on what you consider to be lesser creatures, whether they're fit to exist or not, I'm not exactly gonna complain if someone else is like, yo, do you yourself deserve to exist by your own metrics? Like, I don't think he was wrong.
No, as soon as it happened, I told you I'm on board. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I understand the logic.
If you want to judge other people, you ought to be judgeable by the same standards. I don't think that's unreasonable. High fives. Yeah, hashtag high fives. Good. I mean, what?
Of this, I have no doubt. For yours,
You're just making me want a story where darkness is good.
beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even
And think about what we were saying earlier about life and how it persists. If this worked and everyone on our planet was wiped out, do you think that would be the end of life in the galaxy?
Of course not. That's a ridiculous
not.
idea to have.
Something
Like-
else would...
Yeah.
It's not that big of a tragedy if we were all wiped out. Life would go on in the galaxy. Maybe something more interesting, more diverse would be able to grow out of the void that's left by us not being there.
Again, it kind of comes back to what I was talking about, microbes brute forcing something. Like, if life springs up enough times, sooner or later something good has to come of it. I'm not convinced that our species has the right of it. I feel like we very assuredly and definitely don't.
And whenever there's a huge catastrophe and a huge die out of animals, there's this sudden bloom of new traits and new species and new things in that void.
It's
that is
natural.
left open. There's this bloom of innovation that happens that wouldn't have happened if that die-off did not occur to create that.
I think we were talking about this the other day, how the technological modern world as we know it probably would not exist without the Black Plague. The Black Plague left so many people dead, crops rotting in the fields while other people starved because we couldn't harvest them because everyone was sick. And what happened? People devised machines to do it for them. Guess what came of those machines? Everything we're doing now, including this fucking video game. The internet, all of modern technology grew from that particular bottleneck. Now, obviously, other things could have caused the same thing, but that's the specific one that happened to cause this. Like, again, I'm not saying, oh, the Black Plague was great, you guys, we should do more of that, but like, good can come of evil. Good can come of tragedy. But yeah, for real. Hold on, I have to look this thing up here. When the way forward is hidden even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation but within yourself. Snores. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise, right the wrongs committed. When the world was yet whole. Yeah, I still don't see it as a wrong. Teach her a brighter method. Now this I'm all on board with. It's not righting wrongs. It's simply teaching her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Like, that's what I'm here to do. Here to show her there's yet beauty. Anyway, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Gotta pee.
Uh-oh.
What? I'm allowed to do that, right? Nope. God damn it. You're allowed to do it whenever you want. Yay! See what he goes strong to me, but like, I don't want to overdo it. Huh? Yeah. Indeedy. Oh. I'll put my headphones in. How fortunate. The exact opposite of what... More tangible results than you expected. Hey, congrats! You finally got on our levels.
Huh?
Talking to Graha.
Oh.
Graha was like, if Dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps Braille has more tangible results than I suspected. I guess you failed to notice when we just transcended our limits by simply being very sure that we could. You can give him a nobler meaning if you want, hun. That's fine. Go crazy, but
What does Estinian say?
can't hear you.
What does Estinian say? I forgot to talk to you.
I'm literally talking to him right now. He says, a bit small for a welcoming party, but I've never been one for crowds. That's all he says. That's great. It's funny as hell that you happen to ask right as I was talking to him. Talisman and lodestone. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully it doesn't screw you over. I mean, she was literally made from her, so yeah. God. As if the Loper's talking about, she loves you guys so much. Didn't make me want to gag and choke back in 84.
Someone can love you so much and still be extremely harmful for you, damaging
yeah.
to you, abusive. And it can come from a place of love, and it can be horrific.
Oh yeah. That's what I was hoping for, but what we got was, I had 2 plans, tee hee hee. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. Wow, amazing. Wow, my mind is blown. Good. Perish. Yeah, whatever. Dead! I mean, what? It's very tragic. Yes, it's so sad. What a tragedy. Sad music. I will say the instrumental answers that's been playing all this time and now is... Well, got some surprises for you. Well, you see... this is awkward. We killed her! Come on.
I like the nice evil laugh after you said that.
I have no idea what you're talking about!
Oh, I didn't notice Living Way there.
Suddenly, bunny. Courier fluffled. Bye-bye. Yeah. No. That's not what's happening. You do what I say now. You keep what you kill. Oh god. Sudden flashbacks to the Chronicles of Riddick, which I love. Unironically love the Chronicles of Riddick. No one can make me hate it. You keep what you
I
kill.
love the Chronicles of Riddick. Who wouldn't love them? What caused a flashback?
Okay, so there's some people that like think that things that are cringe are bad instead of absolutely awesome and wonderful.
Wait, what's cringe about Chronicles of Riddick?
People think that enjoying things is lame. People are stupid, Sarah. I don't know how to tell you this.
What in Chronicles of Riddick is enjoying things?
It's like, literally, I can't explain to you, okay?
I know them. I see. I'm.
They're good movies.
Yeah, I've
But
heard
they're
they're
self-indulgent, and some people consider self-indulgence to be like the root of all evil, which is comical, because like,
Yeah.
that's greed.
Fuck that shit. Self-indulgence.
Oh, yeah.
Is awesome.
Self-indulgence is the best kind of indulgence. Anyway, they're fantastic movies, and you keep what you kill, so I killed Heidelin, now you obey me!
I see.
I mean, I'm given to understand there's an animated series, but I haven't seen it, so like, shrugs. They are absolutely fantastic movies. Thank you for having good taste. That's right, you'll find median if it's the last thing you do. Because if you don't find median, it will be the last thing you do, because everything's gonna go tits up. Ah yes, well we do need the fancy navigatory one. That's true, that's true. Fair. By all means. Congregates the despair of countless stars. And what is that in comparison to the despair that we've suffered?
Did we miss an entire step in here?
What do you mean by that?
I think you're about to hit it. It's
Wait,
like we
okay.
missed a little requisite step in the process.
Shrugs?
Have they discussed us using the ship yet?
I'm literally going to that. Alphino says, yet we have only 2 means to travel the Great Expanse, the Moon and Charlian's Ark. I'm all too aware that without both of them there will be no Exodus. How much faith do you have in us, Dad? I actually rather assumed we'd be taking this ship, so that makes a lot of sense. Aw. Good Dad.
But we earned the right to ask the Forum if we could use the ship, not to have and use the ship. We missed a whole step in there.
I thought, I could be wrong, and I'd have to go way back to determine this. I thought we'd earned like a trip on the ship.
No, we earned the opportunity to ask them if we could use the ship for something, but they would have the opportunity to say, no, you can't use it for that.
Well, that's fair. Maybe they already were like, nope, let them do the thing. I have no idea at this point, actually.
They just like skipped the step.
Well, you know how it be. I guess this explains Thal's balls. Yeah, okay, that is fairly impressive. To the Baldesian Annex, I guess. There's more quests. I'm not
Are
doing it.
you in instance 1?
I am. I'm in the same instance as you. Can you see me now? I just arrived. Talia Aulus. What a name. I'm assuming here. I don't know what crimes you want to commit, but I also support it wholly nonetheless.
Crimes? Who's committing crimes? Can I join?
Okay, so like, there's an area in the, that we see in the launch trailer, which has these weird black spheres, which we haven't seen yet in game. And like, I was always assuming that was like some kind of final dungeon. Well, I wasn't sure it was the final dungeon, but that was my best guess. You know, like slightly more than 50% probability. And since they had these black spheres that seemed to be ascending, we were like, oh yeah, the place with the spheres, the balls, and we started calling it Thal's balls. And so I said something about Thal's balls, and they were like, well, maybe I should commit some crimes. And I'm like, yes, do. Hi, hello, you're here.
Hi, yes.
I'm gonna talk to Ojika Sunjika.
I'm gonna ask you if you want to retire to your chamber.
Yes.
Should we turn the thing off?
Which thing?
If
If I turn it off, I lose my progress. I either have to cut it now and fumigate you, or leave it on. What's your choice?
Okay,
You want to be fumigated?
I didn't realize you were like midway.
Yeah, I haven't cut yet. If I don't do the cuts, it's all fucked.
Alright, never mind then.
You sure you don't want me to fumigate you? Oh shit, it's like almost 1:30. Do you want how are you doing? When do you want to go to bed, I guess I should say.
Let's finish this and then call this, and then you
Alright.
do.
That sounds good. Alright, that's the plan. I'm hitting it now. Retire to my chamber? Yes.
Yep.
Her children, one and all. Yeah, was Fandania one of your children, Vicetion? Was Hades? Was Elidibus? I'm not a
No, they couldn't become her children until they were sundered. When she sundered us, we all became lesser
Exactly.
as children.
She wants little bitty. She's okay. So
Not
you know the
equal.
people who want like chihuahuas as their cute little dogs. Like I want to carry it in my purse. That's fucking Heidelin. I want it to be cute, little, and like dependent on me. Okay. Whoa, moon dark.
Someone can challenge you, someone who can stand up.
Also, my friend says retire to my chambers. How about retire from Warrior of Light shenanigans? Nice. Look, I'm not wrong, am I? About the chihuahua thing?
No, I'm. There seems to be a little of that.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, watery depths. Shinohada. It's him, isn't it? Hmm.
There you are.
Music says it's him. Voice says
Coming
it's
to
him.
you when you're in your bed.
Wink. Wet.
Some time, indeed.
You're having a wet dream.
So 'twould seem.
Believe me, I'd want to get some proper sleep. But
Sure,
Here
hun.
we are, drifting along instead. Well, well. You too.
I do, and it sounds really familiar. I'm
So
trying
we
to place it.
remain. Watch.
I know who this is.
Sounds like Ardbert.
Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Ow, ow, ow. I'm being attacked by fucking To the Edge lyrics. This is a personal attack. Help, help, I'm under attack.
To the edge there.
To begin, we first must see the end. Ah!
Okay.
Elidibus fight lyrics. Sorry, Warrior Blood fight lyrics, you know what I mean. Well,
I'm gonna call this for the night.
somehow I will have to find the strength within myself to pause here.
The next one's still 89.
Yeah, we'll probably be 89 quests into about halfway through the next zone, and then we'll hit 90.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you think this is a really terrible spot, I'm not super drowsy yet. I'm still kind of going, but I should go to bed
Look,
soon.
you should probably be smart about it. I won't tell you
Yeah.
you have to go to bed. You're a big girl. But, I have a feeling it's only gonna ramp up from here, and if you get, like, really invested like I tend to do and stay up till, like, 4 in the morning, it's gonna be a bad day for you.
Yeah, I'd
And, like,
rather just go to bed. 1:30 is already late. And I got
yeah.
nothing done in the morning.
Which is why when I realized how late it was, I was like, as much as I don't want to, we better stop here. Still, good progress. Got through the dungeon, got through a trial. Not an easy trial either.
It was a trial for you. It sure was.
Shut up!
up!
Bastard.
If I'm a bastard, then what are you? We have the same parents.
Well, didn't you insist for most of our childhood that you were, like, adopted?
I remember screaming at Mom, if I had to be adopted, if
I
I was
remember
really
too.
your child, you couldn't treat me like this. I remember like sitting on my bed and screaming that at Mom. I don't know for what period of time I believed that, but I know there was a time where I, in depths of my heart, truly believed that.
I remember it mostly through, like, the junior high-ish years, and I don't know if that was yours or mine. It's been a long time, but yes, I do remember it. Look, okay, it's difficult being the middle child. I can empathize, but I don't know what it was actually like. It's sure
like,
a thing. Huh?
It was like being a middle child.
What's that like?
You know, why is life like hanging upside down with your head in a bucket of hyena offal?
I don't know. Why is life like hanging upside down with your head in a bucket of hyena offal?
I don't know either.
On that note, that seems the perfect time to end the stream.
Yep.
It was a really good. It wasn't. I guess it was a little longer than the last few nights, but like not too long. But still, a lot done. Good stuff.
Yep.
Thanks for
Lots
coming
of
out.
heavy scenes.
Hopefully, made the gathering just a little more tolerable. At some point, I need to start playing through this in like French and German. God, that's gonna be a lot of words. Hey, my friend hit 90 Fisher. Hell yeah, go them.
Yeah, I think I'm level 1 Fisher.
They were mentioning in our Discord how much they do not enjoy fishers, so that's no small thing.
Are you still standing in my mirror? I could switch and people can see my level.
Yeah, go for it. I might switch to Fisher too. It's under the Gatherers?
Yes, level 4. Sorry, level 4. Item level 1. Ooh, I've got no pants. You want to see me with no pants on?
Yeah, I'm looking at you with no pants on, that's right. Hold still, it's hard to look up your skirt.
Oh,
the entire stream, can you see your undies?
That's okay, I'm proud of myself. Loud and proud.
You know what's funny? The only reason I have level 48 Fisher is because I did a lot of turn-ins at the GC. Every time a fish was cheap, I just went and bought it and turned it in. I have not really fished much at all.
Aha.
Oh yeah, Fisher's all different from when I last did it. Someday. Not today. Anyway,
I haven't actually done any fishing at all. So.
we'll end this stream in a very fishy way.